Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to Endzone 2. I promised an expedition heavy episode today and that's exactly what you're going to get. So we are off in the greenhouses, which was our first target. We've already started picking up some stuff. We've got some resin there, we've got natural latex, we've got some rubber gloves. There's some plants through here that's going to give us another set of seeds and some crates just outside. So this is going to be a fairly quick one, and then we can start moving into those residential zones that we found earlier on in the series when we climbed to the top of that wind turbine, which unlocked quite a substantial amount of the map, which was really good. We have managed to get some stuff from that crate, which again in the shape of copper and iron, which is really good. The plants, what are they going to give us? We've got cabbage seeds, great. And this actually might be really useful for when we finally get our next settlement up and running, which is fairly heavy on the farming materials and stuff. There's quite a lot of fertile ground there which we can really make good use of. So that expedition is now done and at 100%. We'll head down to the south and grab whatever's here. This one just needs a ladder, which I did bring with me, but normally we find them out and around. We do have some research, but I'm going to kind of hold off on some of the research at the moment just because some of our expeditions, if we have a quick look, do give us technologies. We've got a couple here, 3 in total, that might unlock new technologies for us. So let's go to the first house here. Ooh, this is quite an interesting configuration, isn't it? But mailbox. It's just going to be some lore, isn't it? There'll not be anything in it. Yes. Tons of unopened letters. Which makes me think of the Buchan film, The Postman, which is a post-apocalyptic film where Kevin Costner is like he's wrapped in this like weird thing where he ends up stealing a dead postman's uniform and trying to kind of get free food by pretending he's a postman and stuff. And it's actually a really good film. I'm not selling it very well. The book's fantastic. It's very well worth reading if you get a hold of it. It was based on like 2 novellas or something that ended up being quite popular. The film is a bit of a far cry from the book, though. It changes a lot. Anyway, I'm rambling, so let's just get back to the task in hand, which is getting down this ladder, grabbing what's left there, and I think we are good to leave. And we'll drop everything off into our Pathfinder. I think that's all we can actually carry, so we'll end the expedition. And even if we can't carry everything, we can still do the expeditions and then just come back down and loot them. So let's carry on moving through. We'll head over to this house next. And yeah, quite excited now. We're getting quite a bit done. So this one I think needed a ladder and an encyclopedia, which again is going to give us some new stuff. We can climb up this ladder, but what for? Is that how we access the top of the house? Oh, it is, yeah. Right, we've got a safe here as well, so let's have a look for some numbers. Must be written somewhere. There we are. 5072. So we've got a 5072, and we're getting, and we've gotten, ooh, what is that? 50 gas masks. A wishing tree. Ooh, excellent, right? So that's a new item that we could have researched, but we've managed to do it without the need to do any sort of researching, which is very good, actually. And we'll loot this car. We'll go grab the plant over here, which is going to give us another seed. We're getting so many seeds. And that's going to really serve us well moving forward. So what does that give us? Oh, it only gave us natural latex. Or have we unlocked natural latex production? Is that what it is? I'm not quite sure, but that might actually have been a research that we've unlocked there. But that's very good because again, it saves us researching ourselves. We can't fit anything more in there. What about the buggy? Is that going to be able to grab anything here? It can get the plastic, so that's fine. Yes, new knowledge. So we've unlocked the research tree, the wishing tree, and the ability to make latex. So we'll head up to the country house now, and this is it. We're just going to go and do all of the remaining expeditions that we've currently got available to us on the map, so we can get all of the loot, and then we'll come back down in the Pathfinder and grab whatever's left. So this delivery truck here will be a lockpick, I guess. Oh no, it just had stuff in it already. Excellent. Right, then we'll head back around and grab these remaining crates. And again, just a bit of an expanded loot run really for us. But we have 11 knowledge points, which is fantastic. We've also just grabbed another axe, which is very useful. Rusty might want that. We can trade with him for some stuff. Ah, this is the crate that needs the lockpick. There we go. Gives us 50 rubber gloves. Getting a lot of radiation protection as well. And like finding this sort of stuff in the environment is really, really useful, especially early on, because it means that, you know, we've got that little bit of a cushion to get us prepared for when we move forward with other stuff. Did we leave a country house there? I think we did. But this one's done, this one's done. We'll move on to this one now, which is not too far away. There we go. What have we got in here? Hopefully it's more stuff that we can make use of, like some research points or some, I don't know, some new... It's not going to be new seeds, but there is a safe here again. So got to be on the lookout for those all-important numbers written somewhere in the map. How are these written? Ah, so sometimes they're written on the floor. So we do need to watch out for that. Might well be that it's just... There it is, 4859. Good. Right, we'll climb up the ladder. I think everywhere else is done. So we can just get into these shelves here. That one there. That one there. Another plant encyclopedia, not that we need it. And it was 4859. 4859. What does it give us this time? A knowledge point. That's fine, because the more knowledge points we have, the quicker we'll be able to get more research done. And I think kind of the slow grow, stick to one is working well for us at the moment. Just sticking to the one settlement, but not growing too much. When we get a new settlement up and running, we're going to be able to really work out what specialized kind of settlement that's going to be. We've got quite a lot of resources in each settlement. I am playing on a slightly easier difficulty, I think. But I think, you know, it's all part of it. I'd love to increase the challenge at a later date. Get like a brand new map going, maybe when we go for Series 3, because there's still a lot for this game in terms of its development. We're still waiting. We've got another save somewhere because there's 2222 there, and it's just about finding where that safe is. Interesting though, this is another newish map there. The painting will just be lore. Oh no, there's a safe there. Excellent. 2222. And we get in gas mask, and we've unlocked the steelworks. Another big research there for us. Oh, that's fantastic. Right, we're going to put some stuff in again, and I don't think we can get anything in the buggy. I'm not even checking now. So our last trip is to the country house. Then we're going to go back home and drop off everything. Let's just see how things are looking in the settlement. We have lots of people, and I did build some new houses, actually. Upgrade the jetty to the upgraded jetty. No, sorry. Not yet, anyway. We've got stuff that we need to do. So vaccine, pharmaceutical laboratory, we can do that now. And we can actually build our pharmacy. So let's have a quick look. I'm going to build the pharmacy right here. And that covers everybody in the settlement, so we can now start getting vaccine ampules out there. But obviously the problem is the pharmaceutical laboratory don't have the ability to use that yet. It's researched, or it's being researched, and I still need bricks to be able to make it. So what we'll actually be using is the vaccine ampules that we've picked up in and around the town, or in and around the world. So that's a little, that will run out. That will be finite. Now I did pick some up. There are some in some of these areas where we've finished those expeditions and stuff. I did notice there were at least 20 there from our last expedition to that old house. But here we go. We're picking up some water crate with some iron tools in there, which is good because I have actually ended up using some of my iron tools to get in some places and stuff lately. So good to actually have that. Speaking of which, there we go. We've unlocked peppers. Excellent. And another research point. And there's some containers here. Getting some wood. We've got 17 knowledge points now. We're flying through them. Delivery truck. Excellent. And then a playground here, which is going to be a little bit of lore. Then there's a crate somewhere and a car. And I think that might be the end of our run here. and one more being that crate, and then we can go home, drop off our full loads, and then come back out to loot everything up. Yeah, I'm not going to fit anything more in there and end the expedition. Can the buggy fit anything in? I very much doubt it. Yeah, none of the stuff he's got is going to be useful, so we'll head back to base, back to Terra Nova. The research is slowly ticking away. That's the pharmacy done. We can get someone working in that, start distributing vaccine ampules, and you'll see the health of our settlers going up, which is excellent. Then let's have a look at what research we can do. So we're filling up quite a bit, and you can see some of the advanced tech has been unlocked, especially those top end ones with the lead foundry and the steelworks. That's really, really good. The wishing tree obviously is just a decorative item, but then we've also unlocked the wind turbine and the glassworks just through expeditions. So that is absolutely fantastic. I'm really, really pleased with how that's gone and the fact that we've managed to actually do that. The confidence has gone up massively in our settlement, and having those all-important vaccine ampules and stuff is going to be very, very useful. Now, our food depots are currently full, so I am going to build another one, simply because I just want to get them built and running and stuff. We are about to get some radiation here, so we're going to have to be very, very careful with our levels here. You can see the soil radioactivity is currently at 11%. And we might need to start looking at ways to boost our radiation our radiation protection very soon, because without that we are asking for trouble, really. So let's dump everything here. Can't get any more scrap in either, that's full. So we might, there we go, we can get rid of the food. Let's build another material depot, an upgraded one, of course. We can put the upgraded material depot here. Once that's built, of course, it did cost some of our bricks, so that's a little bit unfortunate, but it's given us more stuff to store, really. So in the long run, it's going to be helpful. We lost a little bit of confidence. Radiation levels are going to rise in about 4.5 minutes. Depots are still full. Has that one been built yet? Almost there. Done. Great, we can drop all of that off. Excellent. Right, now we need to go back to the expeditions. This scrapyard will continue to fill up. We need to go down to this country house. That's where we'll start, and then we'll just make our way back to the buildings that we've already looted, get those picked up. There are still some residual buildings running around all over the rest of this map, which we haven't yet got to, and they'll be like things that we just pick up. Like you can see here, these two areas where we can actually loot stuff. We can probably nip them right now, but first of all, let's just grab these things here, and then the buggy can move on. Maybe just have a look at some of the other stuff. The Pathfinder should be arriving a little bit later because it's a bit slower. We can't grab anything from there, so the Pathfinder can cover that one. And then here again, nothing we can get from there. What about up here? Okay, so they're able to grab some gas masks, so that kind of helps out. Then the Pathfinder can grab the tools and stuff that's there. That's now clear. We don't have anything else there. So we can head on to this one. Grab that and then continue on. I mean, this wasn't originally part of my initial loot run, but we're getting it regardless. I don't even think... Yes, I did clear that. Good, right. Then let's have a look at our expeditions. You can see now we're really starting to tick off those boxes. So we've got 3 left. We've got the ruin, we've got the house, and we've got the country house. So we'll go to this one here first, and I think we can just have a look, see if we can grab anything from there for the buggy. No, nothing to go in there. What about over here at this little one? Yeah, they managed to get the wood, so that's helpful. And here, can't grab the plastic because we're full. What about here? Yeah, that'll do. That's fine. And we're going to need to come back out. I think we'll maybe just go home because I'm not sure we'll be able to fit anything more. And we might as well try, and then it saves us getting a little bit clogged up later on, and maybe we can go and grab some stuff from houses and stuff as we're exploring our way back down. This is the kind of stuff that I would usually just kind of skip through, but I think it's really important to show you the entire process and everything I'm doing. The settlement's currently not going to be having a good time because we've got rising radiation levels, but we do have enough in to survive. They shouldn't really struggle. We just have a look here. The radiation, the soil has gone up to 15% and we only have 20% radiation protection, but that is because I've capped some of the stuff here. If we have a look at our town centre there, I'm not allowing them to use the rubber gloves because we don't have rubber production yet. But if we do have it and we can start building a stockpile, I'm more than happy to actually do that. Have a quick look at what our trader is offering here. He's not offering anything that we can use. If he was offering rubber gloves, might be useful to us. He is asking us to do a job for him, and that job increases his level of trust, which gives us better prices. But for now, all I want to do is get these expeditions done, and then we'll say goodbye, really. It's going really well, actually. Once this is all done and deposited, you can see our scrap is now full again, so that's not great, and food and water. So currently this settlement is going above and beyond, really, but it's making it difficult for me to do these loot runs. We've got too much stuff, which is a problem I've never had before. But being able to have those stockpiles is really helpful because, as you saw in Series 1, it doesn't take long for things to go a little bit out of control, really. So it's good to be there and have that sort of stuff already in place because, my god, do things spiral very quickly if you aren't watching. You only have to take your eye off the ball a little bit for things to be going to hell, really, which is not good. I'm just zooming around in the buggy to see if I can find any other little areas that I can loot. Now, it's asking me to produce the upgraded tailor's workshop. I don't think I should have taken on that task. Let's have a look where that tailor's workshop actually is. The weaving mill is there. There's the upgraded tailor's workshop. Can I actually do it? Oh, I can. So if I research it, and then all I need to do is research it. So that's fine. Right, Pathfinder should be in place now. Good. That's got that, and then we'll have a look. So I don't actually need to upgrade it. I just needed to research it. So I'll take that as a win. We'll get that researched, and then we should get a nice reward for that, really. Pathfinder's full. Right, where's the buggy? Let's see if the Pathfinder and the buggy can trade some stuff to help us out, because I don't want to go back another time just to pick up those vaccine ampules, as important as they are. Don't want to lose from the expedition, so let's just move over here a little bit. Right, is there anything I can grab? There actually is, yes, plastic, good. And then the buggy can go pick up the vaccine ampules and we can go home. Good, right. Heading back to the settlement where we can drop off what's left. What have we got here? A big party. Sure. Radioactive ground. Toxic rain is together we can contaminate. It's not a fun job, but it should improve our situation. Yes, okay. Wow, it did. Alright, I wasn't expecting that. That was a massive jump from the radioactive soil. So knowing that we've got that as a task and it costs like a certain amount of tools and stuff, that's actually good. I didn't know that that was a thing. They've obviously just added that in. And once we've researched the upgraded tailor's workshop, we'll be able to start producing decontamination kits and lead vests, but they are way off. We don't have the background stuff to be able to do that yet, so that's not something I'm even considering right now. That's the buggy looted and emptied. We currently have 10 spare settlers and everything is kind of increasing. We're producing really good stuff. So although our depots are full again, we're probably going to need another material depot. So let's do that. Upgraded material depot again, we're going to put over here. Build that. Tailor's workshop, what's going on here? They want me to upgrade it, don't they? Okay, let's do it. We actually are able to do it, so that's fine. I wasn't expecting that. So we can actually upgrade it now. They then want me to upgrade the weaving mill, which I suppose I could do as well. I don't actually have the research yet unlocked. We need 100 fibers for that. So where's our fiber producers? Let's just boost that. We've got plenty of people who can work in that, so they should be able to give us a lot of fibers. That's now complete and upgraded, so we've got loads of stuff there, which is good. Then we can dump that because that's now expanded. We got loads of storage with our scrap and stuff. Tools looking good, plastics looking good. This has actually ended up being pretty impressive. What did we need though? We needed 100 fibers to get the expanded weaving mill. So let's just have a look at what we've got there. We're at 12. 9. Okay. Maybe we should just for now. Oh, actually we can put some... No, we'll pause the production on the weaving mill so that our plantation can work overtime, basically. Or we could just build another plantation. Let's have a look. Raw materials. Plantation. They don't get any buffs from anything, so we'll build that. Once that's built, we'll make fibers. And then we can hopefully overproduce that sort of stuff. So let's just put that back to work. Once this is built, we'll plant off reeds, fibers. Sorry, not reeds. And then we can start producing some more fibers. That's at 95. Let's just put in another row of 5 there. There we go. Get 3 people working in there. And we can now start producing some more reeds. What do we change it to? It's natural latex that we've also unlocked recently with our last sort of thing when we got some more research points. But looking at the weaving mill, we're going to hit 100 reeds very soon, I would imagine. It's not going to take us long at all. We're producing 19 every minute, really. We've got a load of increases, including one due to education. Getting to school was really, really helpful too. And we're just about there. 87, 97, 94. We've dropped down a little bit, but that's because it's being used. 91, we fall again, but soon enough, there we go. 101, we just need one more, really. There we go. 108. Let's get that researched. Excellent. So that's going to finish the episode off, I think. What do they want here? They probably want the expanded jetty, I would imagine. But things are looking pretty good here. The coal kiln's a little bit of a worry, so we'll put someone else in there. We've got a sickness, but hopefully, with the fact that we're able to... Oh, wait, we've run out of vaccine ampules, haven't we? Yeah, I think we have. We've got no vaccine ampules left, so we're going to need to build that, aren't we? Pharmaceutical laboratory. That needs to be close to plastic production and herb production, so we can get it next to herb production right there. But it also needs to be next to plastic production. So let's build it there. Then we will build a second scrapyard right there. We will build a second recycler right there. Get them all put in place. And then we can start reliably. If we just find that scrapyard, we're going to have them go a little bit further out there so we can demolish those buildings. Then our recycler has people nearby. We've unlocked the upgraded weaving mill. I think we should be able to do that now. Yeah, nice and easy. We'll take one person out of the weaving mill, and then we can actually close down production in that plantation. Well, we'll have one work in it. That shouldn't be an issue. Excellent. Right, and then these guys are going to want an upgraded charcoal kiln, I can tell. I can tell already. I don't want 3 working in that scrapyard. I don't want 3 working in there either. And then just 1 working in the recycler. Then, oh, we've got death happening. We've got that upgrade done though, so that's fine. 7 corpses. I took my eye off the ball really there. Didn't realise we'd run out of vaccine ampules, so that's something we're going to need to be very careful of. We've got plenty of activated carbon mass. I'm just going to replace this with vaccine ampules so I can have a bit of a handle on how many we're producing. There we go. We don't have anyone working in these yet, but I do want to have at least 1 in each one. So... they do need to be close to herb production, which they are. Got one working in there. We are slowly producing vaccine ampules. We are short on the cloth production front though, so we're going to need to be very careful with that. We'll put one more working in there. We might actually need to expand the population here, because I don't, I've got a lot of children. And we do need to kind of grow. We're about to hit a drought, but I'm really not worried about droughts at the moment. We've got loads of food. We've got loads of water. I'm just going to reject this. I don't want the upgraded charcoal kiln right now. We now have people working in the pharmaceutical laboratory. We do need another one though, so I'm gonna bump that up. And it shouldn't be an issue with herbs and plastic because we have people producing them. I'm gonna put more into the swamp farm though. And we'll put more into here as well. Just want to make sure that I'm kind of overproducing it so we can build up a bit of a stockpile. And then hopefully, once some of our children have grown up, I might have to actually. We're gonna put some more pots in, I think. I didn't want to, but I don't really know if I have any choice in the matter. Kind of need these guys. We need more population. So I think we're gonna have to do that. It's simply because the job roles have expanded so much. That should be in range, and that should be in range. So there we go, right, got that. Let's have a look. In range of the school, which is good. In range of that, obviously in range of the park, and in range of the pavilion. Good, right, okay, we've got 14 houses now. That takes us up to a much higher population. Obviously, when I unlock actual houses instead of just tents, we upgrade to huts and stuff, we can actually bring this back down under control so it's not taking up as much space, and that would really help us out. But we are going to end our episode here with a much expanded Terra Nova. It's looking really nice, actually. I'm really impressed with this one. We've certainly organized things a little bit better, and we're coping with a lot of the demands that are being thrown at us by the Wasteland, so I really hope you've enjoyed watching it. I might explore the rest of the map off camera just so it's completely unveiled and I know what's there, and I'll probably do a lot of kind of loot runs as I'm just playing around. So we might have a new settlement up and running by the time you come back. I hope you've enjoyed today's episode, and I will see you next time for another episode of Endzone 2. Bye bye.